Good morning, St. Francis. It is Wednesday, March the 24th, 2021. It is Wednesday of the 5th week of Lent. It is the 32nd day of Lent. Coming to you this morning because it is a kind of rainy, gray, not nice day outside. Coming to you from the interior of our church and from the Eucharistic Reservation Chapel with our famed floating tabernacle, as the artist was able to design it. So our Eucharistic Adoration Chapel right here that would lead off through this little doorway over here to the reconciliation rooms, which we looked at a couple of months ago. But it is a very beautiful, prayerful space here. Maybe if we can get even some more, a little bit of artwork over here. I know it's too many spinnings. Nice little window over there that replicates the windows that are in the church like that. So here, and why here today? Well, because again, today's readings, both wonder and exasperation. That's it, wonder and exasperation today that we get on this Wednesday of the 5th week of Lent. Wonder from the first reading in Daniel, where again the king Nebuchadnezzar really has had enough of Daniel and his followers and throws them into the fiery furnace, where he hopes to get rid of their message and get rid of them altogether. But what happens is an angel or a precursor of Christ or God himself shows up in the fiery furnace to protect them, and so they are saved. And the wonder and amazement of King Nebuchadnezzar and of all of his attendants at the fact that one who looks like a son of God is protecting and walking with these, with Daniel and the other three youths who are there, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they're singing and giving praise to God. And so that idea of a God, again, who delivers, a God who saves. The contrast with this first reading from Daniel is again John, where the antagonism and the distrust and the anger between Jewish leadership and Jesus continues to grow. And even those who are listening to Jesus and trying to follow him are also having trouble with his message, again, as he is trying to tell them that there is something more in their midst, without coming outright and saying, "It is the God who created you." And yet the Israelites and those who are trying to listen to him and those who are leading Israel at this time refuse to understand. And the exasperation that Jesus basically expresses in this entire passage of this conversation and dialogue with them. Twice he will say to them, "You are trying to kill me. You are trying to kill me because you do not like my message. You do not like what I have to say. You do not like where the fact that all of what you believe and what you have held dear for so many centuries is finally being challenged and revealed in many ways for the powerlessness it contains. Because they refuse to listen to all of this, they wish to do away with him. They wish to do away with him because of the nonsense that he speaks and because of the trouble perhaps that he brings to their hearts and to their minds about truly in what, being a believer in this world means, and being a person who has a relationship with God means. Again, it is much more than rules and regulations. It is much more than laws and legal statements. It is much more than pronouncements that come from all kinds of places. It is what happens in the heart and how the heart is touched by what it is that God can say to the heart. Again, Jesus will say again twice in this reading, "You are trying to kill me. You are trying to kill me because of what I said." Notice how he does not say, "And you will kill me because that's how it's supposed to be, and I will be raised from the dead after a while." It isn't necessarily about Jesus coming to die because of our sins, in as much as it's Jesus who dies because of our inability to put sin in its place, to allow God to regain that place where, again, sin has for too long and too many centuries continues to have the center of our attention. It is Christ who matters, not our sinfulness. To try to do away with Christ, in many ways, only increases the sinfulness in this world. May we, as this Lenten season draws to a close, come to that understanding of the power of God in our lives, and allow that power to bring us a future that is filled with promise and hope. May the Lord give you peace.